Sam here. Welcome to another episode of Walks of World. I'm right near the town of Seward, Alaska, which is a beautiful town on Resurrection Bay with just an incredible view of the nearby mountain ranges. And today I'm actually hiking Exit Glacier, which is very easy to approach. It's a mere 18 minutes from the town, and there's two walks you can do. There's the Exit Glacier loop walk, which I'm doing today, which is a moderate 2-hour loop walk. And it's a little too late in the afternoon for me to do the Harding Icefield trail. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. That is a 6 to 8 hour hike, depending on if you want to do all of it, but it takes you up alongside the glacier, get to much higher elevation with spectacular views. Looking at the glacier here, you can really tell, how much has melted, because you look down at this kind of wash, and I bet that used to all be covered by ice. And looking up, there's still a really large, glacial sort of overflow, but a lot of it is sort of the rocky outwash without the ice and the snow on it. Glacier view in 2004, same spot, same exact spot, 2010, all melted back. Look at that. Whoosh. Those two mountain goats, whatever they were, some type of goat, really large. I saw them from a distance at first, and they just looked like two white specks coming down the mountain. And for a second I thought, oh my God, they're two polar bear coming towards me. But then I thought to myself, wait a minute, no, way too far south for that. So, oh good, go that way. Anyway, I'm here on the outlook, looking up at Exit Glacier. Definitely excited to do the Harding Icefield trail soon. At least part of it. Depends on how icy it is, but the cool thing is to get up over that glacier, see the massive ice field beyond it, get a big view. That looks awesome. What I'm going to do right now that looks really tempting and just kind of cool is, if you look down here, this is where the glacier washes out into the kind of outwash, just a big flat plain of rocks, and you can access it by a trail. And so I just want to go out in that big open plain and kind of walk around, so I'm gonna go check it out. I'm walking out onto the outwash plain of the glacier, this big flat expanse of kind of rocks, like a giant open creek bed in a way, sort of, and it's really cool. It reminds me, I was in a similar area to this a few weeks ago, and it was a very flat expanse of rocks, kind of like the outwash of a glacier area. And in the distance I saw a rock cairn sitting by itself on the opposite side, and it was kind of cool because you're supposed to walk up to it and use it as a navigation point to walk forward, and it was like a sense of sort of discovery seeing it. But it reminded me of a specific memory that had to do with adventure and the quest and kind of exploration and that sense of discovery that you get. But it was an old memory, and I thought, what is this? What is this triggering? All I'm looking at is a flat, long surface with a rock cairn on it that was about the height of a campfire. I thought to myself, campfire, what am I thinking of here? And then it dawned on me what it was. There's a 1982 Atari video game called Pitfall, starring Pitfall Harry, and all he does is run linearly across the screen, avoiding alligators swinging on vines, going below ground, going above ground, but he also jumps over campfires. And so the memory that I was thinking of, the flat surface with the campfire, was in fact from that video game when I was 4 years old in 1985. In my babysitter's basement, and one of their children, it's like a hangout area where they played video games, was playing the game, and I was enamored with it because to me it seemed like this endless world of discovery and adventure. And now, going back, it's a classic video game, but it's so antiquated. The whole game is about 20 minutes in length, and you gotta try to get a high score, and that's it. But at the time, I think that was the first spark of, you know, the quest, or going forward and seeing what's ahead, what's around the corner. And at a very kind of elemental level, it affected me strongly enough so that I remembered it, you know, several decades later.
This shot doesn't really give you a good sense of scale, but where it says here, that's where I walked up to today. The path toward the Harding ice field ascends into the forest beyond, up past the tree line, hugging those snow-capped mountains you can see. Staring up at it in the late afternoon, having just heard reports of lots of bear activity up there, gave me an uneasy feeling. I attempted the Harding Icefield Trail the next day, but turned back after a mere 30 minutes. There was black ice covering the rocks on the steep trail. I would definitely tackle this spectacular trail in the not-too-distant future, hopefully, but during summer months when there was better weather, less ice, and more people around.